What's up, punkheads? AJPunk 15, and today we're going to continue the Halloween review series off with some of my not-so-favorite moments in one movie. This time I'm going to review Halloween Resurrection. Halloween Resurrection came out in 2002 and was directed by the Halloween 2 original director of Rick Rosenthal. Now you might be thinking to yourself, holy shit, Rick Rosenthal came back to do another Halloween film after directing arguably the best sequel to the Halloween franchise? That has to be a good thing, right? Not necessarily in this case. I've ripped this movie to shreds over the years. One of my first original YouTube videos was even a mock little video skit I did with my friend dressed as Michael Myers, where I'm about to review Halloween Resurrection many years ago, and he takes the movie from me, stabs me, and then flips the camera off dressed as Michael Myers. That's how much I hated that film. He took my DVD, he threw it, and he scratched it and stuff, but I didn't really care at the moment because I hated that film, and at that point in time I did not want to see that film again. That being said, before I started to do this review, I went back and sat through Halloween Resurrection on Blu-ray in my box set one last time, and I found something oddly weird about it. I was drawn in more so than every previous time. Maybe it's because Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is such a bad taste in my mouth these last few years. Maybe it's the fact that this is the closest to the original mask that they actually nailed in a sequel film. That being said, let's dive into Halloween Resurrection, and I'll give you my positives and negatives of the film itself. Like I just mentioned in my little intro to the video, one of my favorite aspects of this film is the mask. The mask in Halloween Resurrection is actually great. It's probably one of the best parts about the entire film. But I think this one mask in Halloween Resurrection really captured the essence of Michael Myers from the original film. After the success of Halloween H2O in the late 90s, I guess they wanted to try to modernize the film a little bit and give a more technology aspect to the film. Larry Brand wrote a script around webcams, a reality TV show where people go in and have to stay the night at the Myers place on Halloween. Brad Loree plays Michael Myers in this film, and I think he did a great job portraying Michael Myers. I think he had the mannerisms of Michael down and the way he goes about moving in certain aspects of what made Myers in the first couple films so menacing and terrifying. Jamie Lee Curtis is back after the events of Halloween H2O. She's now in an insane asylum for the last so many years, and she's waiting for Michael. She's planning her attack, and lo and behold, the night before Halloween, he comes back and he murders his sister. They have a cool little moment where Laurie kind of kisses the mask of Michael Myers, and then she falls down into the bushes. You know, if the whole film was centered around an insane asylum and Michael actually trying to get Laurie and Laurie being prepared, kind of like a Sarah Connor from the Terminator style aspect to it, Rick Rosenthal would have been the perfect director to do so, considering he did Halloween 2, and that was basically in a hospital while Laurie was struggling to mend herself with all the broken pieces from the first film. That being said, I think an insane asylum would have been a perfect scenario with the Halloween franchise, and maybe just kill both of them off for once and for good, but no, that was the start of the film. Laurie dies, the shape lives on. So we're introduced to Busta Rhymes' character and Dangertainment, some new reality show trying to push the limits of what they can do on national TV. They rigged the Michael Myers house up with a whole bunch of gadgets and different things that leave clues to why Michael went insane, but none of it is actually real. Out of this aspect of the film, I did not enjoy. The whole webcam style stuff, I didn't really enjoy. It worked, for me personally, it worked in the ending of the film when the main actress is running from Michael and she's using the webcams and her pen pal, Decker, to escape Michael in certain ways. I thought that was really cool, and I think they should have went with that ending and maybe not have went with the ending they chose, with a spinning roundhouse kick to Michael Myers from Busta Rhymes yelling, "Trick or treat, motherfucker." Did you really have to kill the last original Michael Myers by spinning him into some electrical cords and a fire while wearing the same suit as him? I'd like to go back to the table read or someone who pitched the idea, like, hey, let's get Busta Rhymes to come in, dress as Michael Myers, and give him a roundhouse kick because he likes karate movies, and all of a sudden he knows how to do karate from the movies. And maybe he can kill Michael Myers because he knows how to do karate. And then some big-time Hollywood producer, I'm pretty sure at this point it was Malika Cade, I'm not sure if Mustafa was still alive at this point, and it must have been like, damn, that's a great idea. Why didn't we think of that? That's not the same people I know who originally saw John Carpenter's first film and was like, hey, damn, that's a really cool idea. I'm gonna back you. Let's produce this movie. A lot of the actors and actresses in this film just didn't work for me. We have the kid from American Pie and Major League, I think he was in, or Little Major League or something. he was horrible. I'm glad he got killed off early. We got the guy from Save the Last Dance. He dies, and he's some kind of cook who, for some reason, walks around the house looking for cooking supplies the whole time, but you never actually see him get to cook anything. Character development. The main actress who screams so loud she can shatter glass. Yeah, she can scream and shatter glass, so guess what? She's our main hero? Everyone else in this movie is pretty lackluster. We get a cameo from Tyra Banks for like maybe 10 minutes of screen time. I'm sure majority of the budget had to go to her and Busta Rhymes. I'm pretty positive of that, actually. It was cool to see him go through the Myers house in each of the rooms. You know, we get to see the original room where Michael killed his sister, and the hallways, and the back door where he came in, and the kitchen, and where he got the butcher knife too. All that was really cool, and I like that aspect of the film a lot. One of the best characters in this film you only get for maybe 20 seconds of the film. He's some kind of chubby serial killer wannabe at the insane asylum where Laurie was kept. He quotes a whole bunch of serial killers like John Wayne Gacy and Jeffrey Dahmer and Michael Myers, and then you see a little nod to you know, where Michael's a serial killer and he passes this one knife down to another serial killer. It's a kind of cool moment, I have to say. I was kind of pushed in there a little bit. You know, Michael could have killed that guy, but I liked that little moment. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it felt like a Halloween film. The atmosphere itself felt like Halloween. You have a lot of kids running around outside. The decor, the decorations of the houses, the setup, the lead up to the film itself. When they're walking in the house, you see kids going down the road and stuff. I really like that kind of stuff about the film. How it had that Halloween vibe. You know, you can look out and say, hey, it's Halloween time. With some of the other Halloween films, you can't do that with, even though it's based in Halloween. One of the best parts about the original Halloween is you don't get to see Michael Myers right away. You see bits and pieces of him here and there throughout the film from faraway shots until the final scene and showdown with Laurie. You don't really get full-on shots of him, say from head to toe, and completely visible on screen. We get a nod or two here or there when he's across the street, or when he's out by the clothesline, or when he kills Linda or Annie. But for the most part, when you actually get to see Myers and all what he is, this big menacing dude, I thought it was pretty cool. But in this film, you see him right away. Within the first few minutes of the film, he's outside Laurie's window. You get to see him head to toe, and then we get to see him break in a room, and from there, it's just all Myers. You get to see him everywhere, and it loses its mystique, its mystery and wonder of the Michael Myers, the shaped character. Rick Rosenthal did this with Dick Warlock in Halloween 2, the original 1981 film. We do get to see bits and pieces of Myers here and there. A lot of it's POV shots or walking from distances until you get to see him full on in the hospital. The mystique and mystery was still there. But I gotta admit, for the most part, this is not a good film. I do find myself more intrigued with the film over the last couple years, more so than I had been in a long time ago when I first seen the film, and even up to maybe 2-3 years ago. And I think a lot of that has to do with the mask. I really enjoy the mask in this film. It actually looks like Myers, which I've harped on twice in this video already. It's a guilty pleasure film if you're a Halloween fan. You can go in, sit down. It's pretty easy to watch. You're not checking your phone, you're not checking the time, you're not wondering when this is going to be over. My biggest issue with this film was the webcam aspect. Reality TV show, Dangertainment, Busta Rhymes, Tyra Banks stuff did not need to be in this film at all. But I had another film. You could have set it up that, hey, this is going to be the new Laura character. You killed Laurie off. What is Michael going to do after he kills his sister off? Go back to Haddonfield. Great. Let's set up new characters. You could have done that. But no, instead you set up this reality TV show bullshit that just didn't work. None of it worked. No one wanted to watch that film. And after it came out, it was shunned. And rightfully so. It's a horrible film. It's one of the bleak moments of a Halloween franchise series. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. I would have given it lower, but some aspects of this film I do enjoy a little bit more now that I've grown to appreciate it a little bit, and not appreciate it in the way that I think it's a good film. I don't think it's a good film at all. Like I said, it's a 5 out of 10 for me. But it's grown on me, and now it's a guilty pleasure film for me. I really wanted to get this video up for Friday night, have another Friday Fright review, but I'm sick, I'm working flat out, I had the flu right now, and I'm busting my ass to get through it. And Gears of War 4 just came out, and I had the pre-order bonus where I get to play it 4 days early, so I was playing that. So I didn't really get it out, and I'm sorry, I promised that in my last video, but I will have one up next Friday. I promise you guys that. Alright guys, stay tuned next week. I will have Halloween H2O. Maybe, fingers crossed, Halloween 6 The Curse of Michael Myers, producer's cut and theatrical cut mixed in. Stay tuned for that. I have a lot more reviews coming up in this Halloween season. especially a Trick or Treat review, which I have not done on my channel yet, which I really wanted to do, and I'm gonna do that film as well. Alright, that's enough talking for me. Guys, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought about Halloween Resurrection. Let me know if you hate it, love it, it's growing on you, it's growing old. Let me know in the comments below, guys. And as always, take care, stay frosty, and happy October.